Welcome back. You must be here for the last two tips, number 2 and number 1 of my top 10 insurance hacks for Maryland drivers. Improve your policy, save yourself some money. Here they come. Good morning, everybody. It's your accident and injury guy right here in my Elkton office. It's Jobeth Bowers coming at you to get you ready for one of those inevitable New Year's resolutions that you certainly dread, and that is to take a look at your auto insurance policy. Those rates are going up every year. I would say an average of 50% increase over the past 5-6 years for everybody, even the good drivers. So in the past 3 weeks, we have covered all sorts of topics, 10 down through 3. They're all little things that you could do, which will, if you do them all, add up to a significant benefit to you, especially if you add these next two on. So what do we got here? Number 2 on the countdown, compare quotes. I know it seems similar to the one where I said, don't be afraid to shop. Don't be afraid to switch. I think that was number 10. Check me. And if I'm wrong, blow me up in the comments. Like and subscribe and all that other stuff too. But compare quotes. One of the greatest benefits that you have out there are these independent brokers. The independent brokers have the ability to run quotes on sometimes as many as 20 or 30 different insurance lines for you. Different companies are better for different needs, which is why it is so important to not buy online, to not just call an 800 number. Get a live person, someone local. There are many of options, and I've told you before, if you want a recommendation of somebody that I know is good, you know where to reach me. The phone number to contact me might be somewhere close to you right now. Right there. I'm happy to have this conversation with you. I'm not looking to refer people, but I know that sometimes you want somebody that you can trust, whether it be an independent, whether it be for a captive agent. I know for the most part who's good and who's bad. But also it's important to educate yourself so that you can go in there armed, knowing what you want, knowing what you need. That sounds like a little foreshadowing. We'll get back to that. I will do these insurance reviews for you free so that you can literally say, give me a quote on this. Do it with multiple companies. Compare them side by side. Feel free to reach out to me and say, hey, I have these 6 quotes that I'm considering. Give me your thoughts. Guess what that's going to cost you? Nothing. All right. Number 1. Drum roll, please. I don't have a sound effect for that. I don't think I have a sound effect for that. But number 1, I alluded to it when I was explaining number 2. Know your needs. If you've done one of these free insurance policy reviews with me, I have asked you questions about your living situation, whether you own a house, how much approximately that house might be worth, etc., etc. All of these things go into my mindset for what the minimums should be on your insurance policy. Different things work for different people, different family situations, different revenue situations. So knowing what your needs actually are so that you're not out there driving around a $50,000 or $60,000 automobile with only $15,000 worth of coverage to fix that vehicle or replace that vehicle, which if you've just done the math, impossible if you don't have the right coverage. It's important to know your needs. And this is going to sound like me sitting here and telling you to contact me about one of these free auto insurance reviews that I do for absolutely everybody, former clients, current clients, never a client, have decided and have told me point blank to my face, I would never hire you. Free insurance review. No strings. I do not have a license to sell that insurance policy to you, which means there isn't a here's your quote, because I'm not going to give you a quote. I don't have the ability to give you a quote. I can just tell you, hey, if you are in one of these accidents that myself and my office deal with every single day, because here at Bowers Law in Elkton, Maryland, it's the only type of cases that we handle. Only auto accident injuries. Got in trouble with the law? Not for me. I'll recommend somebody. Got hurt at work? I'll recommend somebody. Getting divorced? Need a prenup? Recommendation. Landlord-tenant issues? Not me. Auto accidents only. It's all my office does. It's pretty much all my office knows. So I'm going to break down this policy for you if you needed it. If you were in my office as a client, these are the things that I'd be telling you about with this policy and what you might want to look at. I'm going to give you that list of questions to go ask your live, real person, local agent. Not online, not an 800 number. You want somebody locally and say, what would happen to my policy if I increase this or increase that or got rid of this? And then they're going to give you the numbers, and then you're going to decide, hey, that sounds great. That sounds worth it. Some of these are absolutely 100% a no-brainer. The cost to increase your PIP coverage significantly, something I haven't talked about in the top 10, but I have talked about on many, many episodes of the podcast in the past. Almost always a no-brainer. The only way you lose money on the deal is if you go the rest of your entire life without ever getting in an accident, which of course, I hope that for you. I hope sincerely that my guidance is a waste of your money, because I don't want anybody to get in an accident. I want to be put out of business. But in reality, we all know that's not going to happen. People are distracted. People are out here driving like idiots. People are driving too fast. People get intoxicated and drive. Any number of reasons these accidents continue to happen. And quite frankly, in the past 5 years, they seem to be happening more. They seem to be more significant. I'm here to help. If you have questions, something that you want talked about on this podcast, info@bowerslawmd.com. If it's auto accident or injury related, I'm going to cover it. If it is on another topic, which you have seen me do before, I bring in somebody who actually knows what they're talking about. We've had criminal attorneys. We've had specialty injury attorneys on here. We've had trust and estate attorneys on here. I'm not going to tell you things that I don't know about, that I don't deal with all the time, but I'm going to bring on somebody who does. Also, I always reference, because I've been doing this podcast now for years, other episodes. Where to find them? Go to bowerslawmd.com. That is my firm's website. You can get all sorts of information on this site and about what we do, who works here, and everything like that. But importantly, up in that gold bar, that podcast, click link, get all of the old podcasts. I believe it's searchable. You could find all sorts of questions. A lot of times also, if I'm referencing past episodes, I will link to those. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's going to, and if you turn on those notifications, you're going to get notified every time one of these comes out. But also, you can go through there and find all the old episodes as well. So I hope this top 10 list was super helpful for you, because it's at the time of year that you absolutely should be looking at that insurance policy, or early next year. Let me run it down real quick for you. Number 10, don't be afraid to switch. Number 9, read the fine print or have me do it. Number 8, you should be looking at this every year. 7, ask about discounts. They come from a variety of places. 6, increase your deductible if you can budget for it. It's going to save you a lot of money, pay for itself. 5, maintain a good driving record, also a good credit score. There are actually agencies out there that will help you with your credit score. Number 4, bundle up those policies. A lot of times when we switch auto policies, if we have a mortgage and the homeowner's policy's escrowed, we forget about that one. Don't forget about that one. Understand what your insurance coverage is. Number 2, compare those quotes. We talked about that one today. And of course, know your needs. A lot of these things are covered by contacting me for that free insurance policy review. I'm happy to do it. It's free now. It's free forever. Client, not a client, just happened to be watching this video. Now, I'm only going to do it for you for a Maryland auto insurance policy. It's the only place that I know what I'm doing. So if you're from out of state, I might be able to help you find an attorney if you want that perspective. Because again, there's no sales pitch, and you're getting it from the, well, if you were to be in an accident, this is what would happen to you and how these coverages would work. I should be able to find you somebody, hopefully, that'll take the time in that state to explain it to you. This is super important stuff, especially if you're moving to Maryland from another state. I see this all the time. People get surprised when they move to Maryland from Delaware and they don't have the coverages that they had then. That's all I have for you for this time. Be safe, be well out there.